we stay plugged in. Today we got King Rush here with Peachy TLC. This is the Red Room.
Yo, this is my co-host Tabitha. I got Peachy TLC in finally. I guess let's start with as you can see, she wore this beautiful outfit for us. I told you fellas I'd get that done. I guess let's start with where you're from.
I'm from Coweta.
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 Wow. That's a small town, huh?
Very small.
Is that where you went to high school at?
Yes.
Okay. And when did you get into the nightlife scene, I guess?
Probably in 2022, actually.
2022, so
Yeah.
really recently. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, the nightlife in Tulsa seems kind of slow.
It's kind of hit or miss. There's nights where it can be really, really good, and there's nights where it can be not so good.
Like the whole town seems to shut down sometimes at like 11 o'clock, and you're the only person out. How do you have fun on those kind of nights?
I mean, people just meet up at after spots, really, or they'll meet up at each other's houses,
Yeah.
usually.
Yeah.
So,
old house party.
Yeah.
All right. So going back to your childhood, grew up, everything was fine. Two parents, divorce. How'd it go?
Yeah, I mean, my parents are still together. They've been together for 35, almost 36 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So,
Well, they've been together longer than that. They've been married for that long.
Were they like high school sweethearts?
My dad's a little bit older than my mom, so
Okay.
not quite, but their families grew up together in Broken Arrow.
It's been a minute. Shout out to your parents.
Yeah.
That's sticking it out.
They should not be married still.
That's sticking it out for
They
sure.
should not be
bro.
married.
There's toxicity everywhere.
Oh yeah, no. It's they have a very toxic relationship.
I mean, at
So.
some point, yeah, I feel like you're gonna hate your significant other, but it's part of it. You know what I mean? You hate them, you love them.
Yeah, it goes a little bit beyond that. I don't know. I think they should separate. I think they would be better people if they split up.
Really? Did you have a good childhood though? Did they fight a lot?
My mom made sure we had a really good childhood, but my dad has been a drug addict my whole life. So he supported us. He was a functioning addict. He would go to work, bust his ass, and he worked. Him and my grandpa. My grandpa owned a pool company, so that was his lead. My dad was his lead.
Can I ask something weird? What was his drug of choice? What were you having to do?
I think Xanax.
Okay. You used those a lot.
Yeah, Xanax, and towards the end it was meth.
Oh, okay,
Mm-hmm.
okay. I mean, I hate to say it like that, but I mean, typical white behavior.
Yeah, yeah. For Oklahoma, for sure.
Popular around here, for sure.
Yes.
Okay, so both parents stuck it out. They supported y'all through high school. Did you do cheerleading, anything like that?
Yeah. Through when I was in school, I did.
You look like a cheerleader.
I was a cheerleader. I was a cheerleader. I did softball. I played softball in middle school, and I played basketball up until I was just way shorter than the other.
Oh wow, you are super tall. I had no idea till I stood next to you.
How could you be shorter?
Oh,
I don't know.
God.
They kind of towered over me a little bit, and then I was getting hit in the face, and I'm not playing that. Elbows to the face from tall women is not fun.
Drop a flying elbow, yeah.
What did you do after high school? Did you just immediately start get a job?
Well, my parents kicked me out kind of at 16, so I kind of supported myself through 16, 17, 18.
Okay.
And then once I turned 18, I started working at call centers actually.
Oh, what kind of call centers?
Like doing tech support,
customer
service.
Okay. Man, I thought about having one of those jobs one time just to get my cable cheaper.
That is the only benefit of working those jobs.
I hear that. Okay, so you had call center jobs, all this and that. Were you just a normal girl then? Did you feel like everything was regular?
I mean, yeah, I got pregnant at 19. So right after just establishing my own life, I get pregnant pretty quick. I was with my kid's dad for a year before I got pregnant, and then
right. I started trying to use my kid's dad and shit like that more because it sounds so awful when you say baby daddy or baby mama now. So
yeah,
I try to defer from.
Wow.
No, that's awesome. I have a very toxic relationship with my baby mama.
I try to have a good relationship with everybody in my life.
You do seem kind of hard to not get along with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You're very easy.
I'm just really easygoing, but I'm also a very supportive person of just people around me. If I like you, I fuck with you, I'm gonna support you.
Anyway. Oh yeah.
That's a wonderful way to look at things.
We need more people like that. So you got out of you're doing call centers, whatever. So did you know that your life, did you always want to do something like this? Did you always, because you bartend right now at Night Trips, and then you're also doing OnlyFans. You got a private Snap. I mean, I feel like it costs a lot of money to upkeep.
Yeah.
What is I mean, what's your main source of income?
My main source of income? Honestly, bartending I can make quite a bit of money off bartending, but also I find other when I first started, I will say I was making like $700 to $1,000 a night, and not even just what they were tipping me. People were sending me cash apps.
Oh, for real?
Yeah, people buy my content.
Just as a bartender?
Yeah.
Damn. It's I mean, it's because of how you look, right?
Yeah. I mean, there's been a lot of times where people have paid to see my tits in the bathroom. So,
Okay.
and do you accommodate this? Do you accommodate this request? Or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. If someone's like, here's $500 to see your boobs.
Yo, shout out to you. Yo,
that is a stand-up man.
Yeah.
Stand up.
So,
why wouldn't I?
I feel like Night Trips does have that interesting crowd. Like if anybody comes from out of town or something and they're staying the night here and they're just the fellas, you know what I mean? Like they do that derby car racing. Tons of people come in town for events like that, and it's always like I feel like that's probably the people that pay the most for odd stuff because they're out of town. They're not in their hometown. They don't have to deal with any backlash from that or whatever or the weirdness. So
I will tell you, it's a lot of regulars.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
At Night Trips, it's a lot of regulars that come in there faithfully.
And they're regulars for you, like?
No, I'm new there, so a lot of the people that I know, some of them personally, just from being out in the nightlife, because when I was a bottle girl too, so I know a lot of people that just are outside.
Yeah.
They're just going to have a good time.
So the Night Trips crowd is like a repeat crowd. That says something about the club, though.
Yes, but they also do get a lot of new people too. But it's just
Yeah. Night Trips is man, it's one of those old spots. They have one in like every city, I imagine at this point.
They have one in Tulsa and OKC.
That's it?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I think so.
So okay, so you go to Night Trips. You see you as a bartender. Does a guy just like automatically approach you? Does he try to say something crazy?
Usually it's just like, will you go to the VIP room with me? And we can't do that unless it's just like you want to. They probably will let us splash people in the VIP room. That's probably about it.
Okay.
I don't know for sure though, because I've never had it. I've had just people ask me to go in there for
Have
dances.
you thought about doing the dancing?
Not here. I would never in Tulsa.
Why? Just because you know these people?
I know these people, and no.
No, I feel that way. It would be weird if like an old teacher walked in or something. You know what I mean?
Because then when they see me behind the bar, they're gonna just that relationship doesn't.
Or like one of your kids' teachers. You know what I mean? Something weird like that.
Oh no, that would be terrible.
Yeah, it's like, what are you doing here? What are you doing?
Yeah, that would be awful. I do have kids, so I do have to think about stuff like that.
Yeah. I feel like sometimes that's forgotten about. Like I see a lot of girls post stuff on their Facebook openly with their family on there, and they post pictures of their kids, and then one post later, it's about their OnlyFans.
Oh, my family's on there, but I just tell them they're gonna get over it. I'm like, it's my life.
So your family knows what you do now.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They've known. I told them before I was gonna do it too. We had an open discussion about it.
And they know like the Snapchat and OnlyFans, all that. Like, okay. What do they think about it?
Oh, they just like poke fun at me. A lot of people just like roast me over it. It's not, but it's not like no one handles it like I'm doing anything wrong.
I feel like 2024 is definitely like as we go on, like it's getting less and less frowned upon. Like it's not as.
I mean, to be honest, like a sex worker is one of the oldest professions. You know, so I mean, like it's really not that. I just feel like it's not that deep, and people just need to get over it. But
yeah, I definitely feel like it has like some.
What other people do with their bodies does not have any effect on you.
Personally. No, yeah, there's some stigma around it for some reason where it's like you only hear about the worst of the worst shit. It's like it's not really like that. I'm sure there's bad experiences, but there's bad experiences with everything. You know what I mean? I don't feel like it's just this particular line of work. You know what I mean? Like, have you had any bad experiences at the bar? Like, you said you used to be a bottle girl. I feel like that's a little more.
Yeah, I had a really terrible. I stopped doing that. I had a really terrible experience. I really don't want to get too much into what happened, but it was just something bad happened, and
was it a customer? Like a weird, just
no, it was.
Oh shit!
Can we pass this question?
All right. Hey, she gets 3 skips. I'll give her that one. Man, I want to delve into that.
I signed an NDA.
No, okay, I feel you. Don't get in trouble. But we do like to expose like any weird shit, any weird people. No, name drop that shit. Fuck them. You know what I mean? If somebody's done something wrong or something odd like that, but we don't support that shit. So we definitely support name dropping, whatever. So you had you have like an OnlyFans that how many people do you got on?
Right now it's like 24 people, but those those little subscribers stay with me, and it's just like free money at this point. Like I said, most of my content I'm selling through Snapchat anymore. Through Snapchat, Facebook, Instagram, people reach out to me there, and then they'll just send me Cash Apps, Venmos, PayPal's, Chimes.
Really? Just whatever, any way
Yeah,
to give you money,
Zelle.
they're gonna send it to you.
Yeah,
Okay. Shit.
and they buy them that way. And that way, you know, I just post what I post. I post the little like thirst traps I post on Facebook, and then immediately, as soon as I do that, the DMs
So
flood.
what do they get in return for that? Is there like some custom content, or do you just kind of send out like the same thing to everybody?
No, so customs I do, but they start at $75. So yeah.
So you getting bread there. So in some custom content, what would that include? Like, how long is that?
Usually it's about 7 minutes.
Oh, 7 minutes?
Mhm.
Damn. Okay. So yeah, people can just request whatever they want, or do they request you to like say their name, that type of shit?
Yeah, sometimes they want me to say their name. Sometimes it's like just like playing with my Peachy. Sometimes it's like me in the shower twerking. Sometimes it's, you know.
Okay. So shit, 7 minutes of
Those are
whatever
great
you got.
ideas.
That's a great idea.
Saying.
Is there a couple people with like some weird fetishes that you can ask on Snapchat?
When we say weird, we don't mean to be derogatory or negative for that person, but we're just
No,
saying,
we don't kink shame, but
no, it's different though.
Yeah.
A different.
We don't kink shame.
The percentage
Yeah.
of them is far
This is
less because
educational
it's such an
material.
odd request, maybe.
yeah, the you know, just like asking to buy my squirt.
Hey, okay, so see, like I said, great ideas.
Yeah, how would you go about collecting that? That's
That would be a I mean, I'm sure
It's
there's
expensive.
ways.
you gotta charge for that, right? What do you put that in a perfume bottle? Like,
Hey, oh my God, what's up with that?
That's
hey,
crazy.
I remember, this is awful, but I remember when I was in jail one time, bro, there was girls that was like getting Starburst and putting them on sticks, and they would put them inside themselves, and they would sell them to guys in other
so
That
that's
provinces.
sounds like a yeast
Dude, they were
infection.
getting like hundreds of dollars for selling these, like, they were
To
calling
go
them
to the
pussy
doctor.
pops. And dudes would really be like walking around the day room eating that shit. Dude, I swear to God.
That's
Bro,
so, that's
it was too far, bro. It was too far.
And money to go to the doctor.
Okay, we got off topic. I told you we did to do that a lot. So, back, yeah, oddest request.
Let me think, because I've had some weird ones. I get a lot of something I'm not gonna do is a gangbang, and I get a lot of requests.
Have you ever been part of anything like that at
No,
all?
I mean I've had a threesome with 2 men, but they were
I feel like
it was a
everyone's
threesome,
part
not
of
a
right.
not a gangbang. So
Yeah. What qualifies as a gangbang? 2 or more? Like 3 or more?
I would say probably at least 3.
Yeah, at least 3. Okay. Then, but I feel like threesomes, like with 2 dudes, are more like trains. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know why that's such like a negative word, but like,
What if they have sex with each other?
yeah, is that right? Is that how it would work? See, when I picture train, I picture a guy at this end and a guy at that end, and a girl in the middle. And I feel like that's, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
What, are you talking about, like a DP situation?
No, negative on the DP situation. I feel like the DP is kind of gay. That's I can't participate in it. Like, you're too close to the dude, bro. Like, I feel like if we make eye contact, we gotta like high five. You know what I mean? Like,
They usually just look at you. I don't know.
Yeah.
They're both looking from one direction, you know.
Nah, that's deep.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah. So no gangbangs. What else do you refuse to do?
Oh, I don't do meetups with people.
Yeah, don't do meetups. No. That's
No.
that's a whole other step. Huh? I mean, we support it, but that's a whole other step.
Yeah, that's not me.
Would you ever do something like that?
A meetup? No.
No, never.
Now,
did you ever think you would do this?
OnlyFans?
Yeah, OnlyFans or whatever. Like when you was younger, you was working in call centers. You was like, you know what I mean? I guess we really didn't even know this was going to evolve into such like a normal thing.
Yeah. I mean, when I just started getting hundreds of DMs a day asking for my nudes, I was like, I might as well just sell them. Like, you know?
Were they from people around you, or was it from like everywhere?
Kind of like everywhere.
Because I feel like your Facebook, like that's what I got you on, bro. You're whatever you post, people like just jump on. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. Like not everybody. I feel like to be locally famous is different than to be famous somewhere else. Like,
I don't feel like I'm famous here.
How many followers you got?
Like 9,400, I think.
I mean, I feel like for here, like that's a lot. Because like Cali or something, you gotta have like what 20, 30,000 probably to act like you're popping. But now here, like we don't have that kind of community. So 10,000 people almost, like bro, that's kind of locally famous.
I don't know. This isn't like my target audience. I feel like I would rather like people not follow me from here.
Really?
Yeah, just because I'm here, there are people who will yell at me from the side of the street and they'll say my government name. So
Oh
like,
wow. So it gets kind of creepy, then, right? Like,
yeah,
you got any stalkers?
I've had a few. I've had people follow me home from the bar, but I carry a 9mm. So
Hey, sure.
Yep,
Play.
the toaster.
and the aim real good. Okay,
So okay, so like, do you have a stalker right now?
no.
Oh man, that would be good content right there. Like,
God.
hey, we'll expose his ass. We'll chase him down like cheaters. We'll find him.
This is okay. He's very good at looking things up.
Yeah. So no stalker currently.
Good to know.
Don't try it, guys.
Good to know.
So okay, stalker situation. What does a guy come to your house? Does he follow you home and find your address? Like what? Like call you a bunch of times?
Well, I mean, I'm always really worried because I leave the bar, late at night. Now, when
Right.
we're walking outside, security usually goes with us.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
So it's different at a club than
Right.
it is at like a bar like Flavors. Like I feel perfectly safe at Flavors.
Really?
Mhm.
Okay. So when you was like a bottle girl, did they walk you outside and shit, or was that a little
Security? No,
Yeah.
they usually always walk us
More...
outside.
Okay.
Most of the time.
Just good looking out.
Yeah.
You never know. Because dudes just get weird.
And if we just ask, usually they'll accommodate.
Oh yeah.
They're pretty good about that.
So what's your biggest fear of something happening? Like, how would a guy? When are you gonna just shoot somebody? You know what I mean? Like,
If you're coming at me aggressively and you're a man, I'm not going to fight you. I'm going to shoot you.
oh yeah, for sure.
I've been abused, so I don't play violence games with men. You don't even raise your voice at me. I'm not gonna shoot you if you raise your voice at me, but I will
Exit the situation.
Yeah, I'm gonna exit quickly and probably block you after that because there's
for
no
sure.
reason to get aggressive with people.
Yeah.
You said abused. Who were you abused by?
I had a boyfriend of 3 years, and he when we broke up, we got into an argument. He tried to kill me. So
Tried to kill you.
How?
God damn.
Yeah.
Like, what did he do?
he was strangling me and like
fuck.
punching me. So I came out of it like this whole side of my face was swollen. I still have like a bump, which Botox usually fixes. But
How long ago was this?
July of 2022.
Oh shit. So yeah, that's not that long ago. Do you feel like you have like PTSD from that or anything?
Yeah, a little bit.
A little trauma?
Yeah.
Is that's like the only time you'd ever had something serious like that happen?
No man has ever laid their hands on me until that point.
Damn. Yeah, that's awful. I'm sorry.
Can you tell us a little bit about your childhood and your upbringing?
Yeah, so like we discussed, my dad was an addict, so he was a little abusive. He would especially if it was always when he was not on drugs that he was abusive. So when he was detoxing, that was like the worst. Yeah.
People tend to
That was a lot of abuse.
Yep. But I mean, Oklahoma is like I think it's like one of the top states for domestic violence.
Oh shit.
Really?
And even when
I
like
did not know
the
that.
Sooners lose their games, domestic violance calls go up.
I always heard that like around Christmas time.
That's it. You're gonna beat your woman's ass because you lost is crazy. It's crazy.
Damn, kick the
Wow,
daughters out of them.
But I also take it very seriously because we see every day that men will kill their girlfriends or wives every day, or even men that had nothing to do with that woman romantically, just because they can't take rejection and they can't take. And I've had some scary situations over rejection as well. Like, I'm very polite when I have to reject somebody. Okay,
Right.
the most polite.
It's hard to do.
Yeah, because I'm not interested. Should be really enough,
Right.
But I've been like followed and kind of chased.
Yeah, that's kind
Before.
of odd. Like,
Yeah, like me saying no the whole time. I have a boyfriend, didn't work. I'm not interested, didn't work. I'm not attracted to you, didn't work.
Just
And
pretending like you just are a normal person that's not doing this doesn't work.
Yeah.
so okay, so the guy that abused you, like he strangled you, he punched you, whatever. Like, did you call the police? Like, how'd you do?
I mean, I fought him back for a little bit. So after I felt myself like losing consciousness when he was strangling me. So I'm like reaching around for stuff on my bed. Thankfully, I had like a can of like aluminum, like spray deodorant, and I hit him like in the back of the head. with it.
I hope you whacked the shit out.
Oh, I did like 3 times in the same spot.
Damn.
And my right hook is real. I boxed. for a
shit.
little bit.
Okay,
So my
wow.
right hook real fucking strong.
How long ago was
It
when
was
you boxed and shit? That sounds
this
interesting.
summer.
Oh
Okay.
shit!
I
Damn.
did
Yeah.
not
When's your
know
last
that.
fight?
This is new.
No, I was just training.
Just training?
Yes.
Would you fight somebody?
Probably not.
Very nice.
Come on.
No, I did it just for fun and just for the workout.
You look like you would win.
I think you would win.
I think
I
you would
swear
win.
to God.
Hey, I bet
Like,
my money
I
on
mean,
you. You
you're
look like you'd knock a
amazing.
bitch out
Yeah.
for real. Have you ever knocked a bitch out?
I've suplexed a woman before.
Damn.
Okay.
So
Would you consider yourself violent at all?
Yeah.
no, not at all. No.
I mean, I feel like they probably really had to push you.
They deserved it if you did something like
You
that.
seem pretty chill, though.
Yeah. I mean, I hate somebody scratch my face, you know?
Damn. Yeah, that's bad. No woman likes to scratch to the face. Nothing to the face. So okay, when's like you ever get in like fights when you're just out and shit, like you and
No.
your friends, nothing like that, like no drama.
No,
like
I'm pretty good with like, I mean, I feel like being a bartender and being in like kind of even the past jobs that I've done, like call centers, you kind of have to know how to like de-escalate situations
that?
before.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
And I'm just really calm in general.
I
Like,
bet at a call center you've had some pretty awful shit.
oh, there's been guys masturbating on the phone.
Oh, okay.
Bro.
Wow.
God. Well,
Didn't know
guys
that.
are kind of. I mean, I'm a guy, but guys are kind of weird, right?
Yeah, and we had this one customer when I worked at Dry TV. He would call until he got to someone who was a woman. Like and then one time I had this old lady too. She we're not supposed to say the names of the adult movies,
Oh yeah.
and so she would ask us to read them. And one time she was like, "I need you to read it slower."
I need you to read the description too.
Mm-hmm.
When you're working as the bartender up there at night trips, do the girls kind of confide in you with what's going on, or someone coming on to them in the back, or?
Yeah, they're pretty good about saying something, but usually not to us. It's usually the manager. But all the girls that I've met up there have been dope as fuck. Like they've been pretty cool, and they're just kind of they'll tell you how their day is going. You know.
What would you consider like one of the worst times bartending up there? Maybe like the worst thing you've seen, or the worst thing the girls told you as you're bartending.
I really don't have anything like that up there. I haven't been there very long. I've only been there for about a month now, so nothing bad has happened yet.
But you've been bartending for a while, though, not just there, right?
Yes.
So what's the worst bartender story that you can tell us?
I would probably say anytime there's been a shooting at the events that I've bartended. And when I was with the bottle service group, I did bartending with them as well.
Shoot, you've been a part of that. Being a bartender.
There was at least 2 events that had shootings.
You was at that Boosie show.
Yeah, I bartended Boosie.
I remember the Boosie.
We
show.
were there.
So you was there when they shot at the Boosie concert, obviously.
Yeah, I mean, I was behind the bar, obviously, so I didn't see anything, but we could definitely we heard the guns go off, and then we saw the smoke. So I mean, we all kind of just dove behind the bar.
But I never even knew who was shooting. I didn't know if
it was security and the police.
Oh shit!
Well, somebody fired one shot, I think, in towards security,
and
then
just let it go.
But that's allegedly because I wasn't outside, so I didn't see what happened.
Man,
I'm just telling
I don't
you.
even remember who it was. It was like it was something crazy. I remember trying to watch the news just for that. It was hard to get out that parking lot.
Oh, there was so many things left in the parking lot too. Let me just say, there were shoes, there were earrings, there were wigs in the parking lot.
I believe it, bro. We was ducking my cars and shit. It was wild.
It was crazy.
We didn't know where that shit. We just knew it was close.
Yeah,
we was
very
right there.
close.
We had just walked out.
What is the best take home that you've ever had bartending?
About $1,000.
$1,000 in tips?
Mhm.
Where was that?
Damn.
It was at let me be real because I only made like officially like it was like I think 400 or 500 in tips, and then I got cash out the rest of it because they wanted to buy a bunch of content.
Oh, so it's more of a content set.
Mm-hmm.
You feel like
500 you'd say is about the most you take home tip wise without content.
No, there's been times where I was doing bottle service where I took home about $1,000 too. Yeah, I mean that's 2 events back to back, but that was a very profitable night for me. I really liked that night.
What's your biggest content sale? Like just at one time?
Probably a couple months ago, a guy bought he pays me like big sums in advance, and then he'll just request content throughout. Like if he just wants something, he gets customs. So he sent me like $2,500.
He's a subscriber as well.
No, he's actually not. He's just on my Snapchat.
So
Yeah.
Snapchat generates you more money. You feel like?
Yes.
Should more girls go to Snapchat if they want to make, like, you know what I mean? Because you said OnlyFans takes a cut.
I mean, they do. They take 20% of everything you make. So I mean, by using by just talking to people and selling my content that way, I make so much more money.
Really?
Yeah.
Because you get that's all.
Yeah, and it's cutting out the middleman entirely.
That's like being independent or something.
Yeah.
You got an independent label, Snapchat.
Yeah.
That's dope. Want more girls to do that then? Shit.
Would you ever consider doing porn?
I mean, I've made videos with people I was seeing.
I mean, like, it's out everywhere. Like,
oh no, it's pay-per-view only. People have to purchase that. Like, I'm sure people have the videos saved in their phone, but
set up your own Pornhub.
I probably would. Yeah, actually, yeah.
Do you know about what they pay on Pornhub compared to what they pay on?
I don't have a Pornhub account, so I'm not sure.
What is it like to get on Pornhub? You can just submit, right?
I mean, I'm assuming it's probably a similar process to how you get on OnlyFans. I would assume you just have to like verify your identity because they want to make sure you're not a child. You know.
I feel like amateur, like it's more amateur, like to be on the OnlyFans shit, just because like there's girls out there that have a ton of subscribers and shit, but like most girls are just like girls next door that just want some money because they're in college or fresh out of college, something like that. You know what I mean? It doesn't seem like there's anybody professional like
working for yourself.
Yeah,
that's more working for yourself.
Yeah. I feel like OnlyFans is hard work. You know what I mean? Compared to like.
Oh yeah, no, it is. You have to make like whole content days, and that's just with all social media too. Like, I'll spend hours getting dressed and ready to go out to do content with my friends. Even just like.
You ever just had a boring ass day where you was just chilling and cleaning or something, and like, but you felt like you had to put something out just because, like, I hate that.
Oh, yeah, I feel like you got to keep people interested, you know.
Yeah.
And they notice when I'm not saying much, they're like, "You're quiet."
It'll mess up your algorithm, and it won't it won't hit as many people's screen or whatever. You know what I mean? I hate that.
But I go through like my own mental health stuff with sex work anyway, so I have to like take breaks from it too.
Really?
So,
like when you say mental health, what do you mean?
So I mean, like just people sexualizing you all day, every day. This isn't necessarily.
Old,
yeah, it gets old.
Do you feel like it affects your dating?
Oh yeah.
Real?
Probably.
Are you
There's
picky?
probably yeah, I'm very picky, but there's also just like not a lot of people that will take me seriously because of it, and so therefore I don't take them serious. You know.
Yeah, like they just kind of like throw you in a certain category or a certain folder or something.
Yeah, but I know who I am as a woman, so like it just doesn't. I don't even care to date really anyway.
Really?
I'm fine being by myself.
Just chilling, raising kids.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So the content thing is just kind of like it's almost like an outlet or something.
I mean, everything is just an outlet to make more money. I mean, being a single mom, my kid's dad is involved in their life, but it's like not a whole lot financially. You know what I mean?
Right,
so.
Right. Oh yeah, it's kind of a weird thing. You know what I mean? It's like get your baby daddy locked up. Don't you know what I mean? Shit like that. Like I just feel like that's one of those touchy lines on the child.
No, I'll forever have like a verbal agreement with him on what to pay me.
Really? That's
yeah.
Cool. I mean,
how many people that have like confidence issues in themselves? You know, like how did you get comfortable being on camera?
That's a good question. I didn't really have a hard time with it at all. Like I didn't struggle with that. I'm not.
You feel like you've always been a confident person?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Even I was a lot bigger than I am now. Like after I had kids, I have PCOS, so that causes me to gain weight like crazy. But I worked out really hard. I lost like 75 pounds, and then I rewarded myself with the plastic work that I got done. So.
Wow. I feel like no matter how small, how big someone is, everybody has kind of like a nick in their confidence, especially being on camera, completely nude.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's why I was wondering, what kind of boosted your confidence to be able to be okay being on camera.
I think just having a mirror in the room and like understanding the angles of my body and like lighting and stuff like that really played a part in the level of confidence I have when I film. A lot of guys want to just having a good filming partner. It makes all the difference, especially if you're doing like point of view, because a lot of people don't know how to do that appropriately.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
So, do you sell like content with you and another man as well?
Yeah, anything that I've recorded with like an ex-partner, as long as I have their consent, I'll sell those videos.
So normally it's a partner. It's not like finding another person that's in the industry or the.
Exactly. So it's been everything that I've done thus far has been people that I was seeing exclusively.
Would you make content with another content creator? Just because, like, what if they got like 12,000? You got like so many. You know what I mean?
You know, I get a lot of offers, and they come with a good cash offer.
Really?
So
Yeah.
at some point, if I'm like fully single, like
it seems like a
I
bag, but I'm not. You know what I mean? You're trying to say that.
Yeah, I mean
it do seem like a bag.
Taking it to a whole new level.
It is. That's I'm not sure if I'm ready for that step yet, but
Oh, yeah.
You ever think about that step?
yeah.
Do you feel like it just hadn't been the right cash to offer yet? Like maybe if a dude offered just 2,500 more, 5,000 more.
Or if he's in with his paperwork.
Yeah, you go through like a professional
You ever have
aspect.
to worry about in the adult entertainment industry? You ever have to worry about 30 or?
Well, I mean, everybody that I've been with has been like a partner of mine.
But like long term, like you know what I mean? Like it'd be weird to. It'd almost be like a one night stand type.
Yeah, which I guess in reality, I really don't have a problem with it. I think it's just the cash offer hasn't been right probably yet.
So with you doing this, have you ever been called a cheater, things like that by your partner, even if you were not cheating or you weren't doing anything outside of relationship?
Yeah, so the ex that I had that tried to kill me, I started my OnlyFans when I was seeing him. Actually, there's pictures on Reddit of me sucking his dick. Someone paid for that photo and then posted it to Reddit, which my tattoo artist found it actually.
Wow, he told you about it. Just like, yo, what's up?
That's awkward.
But I mean, hey,
He's
shout
like,
out to
hey.
him. At least he snitched. Like, yo.
He said, hey, I just want to let you know what's on Reddit. I was like, yeah, someone already been found it and screenshot that.
That's
And
fucked
it
up.
was a guy that like did that, but then he acted like it was his dick I was sucking. Like it was like a whole weird.
Man,
he was like my girlfriend sucking my Latino dick or something like that.
Damn.
I was like, what the?
He took on a whole other body.
He went way too far with that. I think my ex actually found that Reddit and he messaged the guy and said we would sue him if he didn't take it down. But I was like, at this point, it's just free promo. Just go ahead and take it. Oh, for sure.
Is he crazy like that?
Like,
is he around here?
In Tulsa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is his name drop?
No.
Come on.
No.
He's shitty. He's shitty.
That's okay. I don't gotta do that.
I got you. Taking the high road. That's all right. Okay, so he messages this dude, like, what does he say to that guy? Like,
he said, take the photo down. That's my dick, not yours.
Oh, shit. Out of luck, huh? Reddit's hard probably to take that.
So how does that work if someone pays for content and then they post it?
I can sue them. Well, I mean, anybody that does that really, like if someone were to take my content and post it to something like Facebook, where I'm very selective of what I let get posted on Facebook.
Right.
Because I do have family members on there. So
I feel like you're organized in your mind, so like if you see a picture that got leaked or something, you would know exactly like what platform or whatever it came from.
Well, I mean, OnlyFans always has the handle on it, so you have your
right.
It has your little handle.
What about like do they for 20%? What do they offer? Do they offer like?
They offer us protection. So I mean, if someone does share my content without my consent, I'm sure, like, even when like Natalie Nunn got all her shit leaked, she could have sued. If she could have found out who it was, she could have sued them.
You know, like Snapchat will let you know if somebody screenshots.
And that's a federal offense too.
Oh shit.
Yes.
Damn. You know, like Snapchat will let you know if somebody screenshots your thread or whatever.
Everything. The only good thing about OnlyFans is everything that's on there, it has a copyright on it.
Okay, so they can tell somehow. Like if a dude screenshots.
So I'll sue them, and then OnlyFans will sue them.
If a dude.
Snapchat is completely public.
So
really?
And I'm in the spotlight a lot, so.
Damn. Is there any you can read anything or?
Yeah, how do you stop some weirdo from posting shit?
Like, I can't. So if they bought it, that becomes their property at that point. But I mean, it's the same thing with the OnlyFans. They can do it. It's just still illegal. I can sue them myself though.
They should have some way to tell
OnlyFans only protects us in the way of they come back and sue them as well.
So that's like a big threat right there
because you're getting sued twice.
They don't bankroll you.
But with Snapchat, if someone does share, someone that's bought my stuff, if they go and share that with other people and I find out about it, especially if it's to a public forum, I will sue them.
So you can sue even.
Oh, I
even
can,
if
yeah,
it's
and
a
it, like I said,
okay.
it's a federal crime
Wow.
to do that. It's
I didn't know that.
doing it's like sharing revenge porn and stuff is.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's fucked up. Definitely fucked up.
So you've obviously had a boyfriend. Have you ever had a girlfriend? Are you into women at all?
oh yeah, I lost my virginity to a girl actually.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Like polyamory situation?
No,
or
like I had
Girl
sex with a
to girl.
woman.
Oh, just straight up dated. When did you lose your virginity? I know it's a weird question.
I
Like
was
high
like-
school, or was you like older? Like,
No, I was like 14.
oh shit. Okay. Yeah, the last girl that came on here, I can't remember what she said. It was like the girl before that, Lorraine. So you're with the girl in high school. Does your parents know about that? Like,
No,
no. Do they know?
I
now?
had boyfriends too.
Oh yeah.
So, I mean, they knew this one girl that said that I was gay. They did not like her, and she did drugs really heavily. So
Oh,
I'm sure
shit.
they did not.
Damn.
She got me to do stuff like Delsum, like robo tripping.
Oh no shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's definitely the white route.
And air duster.
Air duster.
Oh wow.
Old school.
Yeah, that was crazy. Would never do that again.
That's that womp womp womp.
Mhm.
Is there anybody in your past that you're kind of like the one that got away? Do you feel like you ever had someone that was so great to you? You guys were together. That's the one that got away. Or do you feel like your soulmate's still out there?
No, I definitely don't have a. If I stopped seeing you, it was for a reason, and
So once you stop seeing somebody, you don't do that. Go back, get with
No,
them. No,
we don't double back.
No. Oh shit.
At the last person I saw, I double backed with him once, and then
You regretted it.
I very much regretted it because I was like, I already made my mind up. Why'd I go back and do this dumb
And you
shit
done.
again? You know? Yeah.
That's what's up. No, I feel like it's toxic to go back and forth, but I've done this.
You say you have quite a bit of friends.
No, I have like 5.
They're pretty supportive of what you do.
They don't ever say that they're. Well, I mean, one of them really hates that I do OnlyFans, but
What's
So
she
what's
say?
the reason to hate that you do OnlyFans?
she just wants me to make money at other venues, like something that's like probably morally better. I think in her mind, like she wants me to do something like in a bank or something like that. And it's just not. It's not for me.
You feel like you had to, lower your morals to do what you do?
No.
Or-
No.
No?
No. At the end of the day, I'm solid in who I am as a person.
Right.
So
So it's kind of like, just to me, I don't see it like being moral, not following your morals or whatever, just to be adult entertaining.
Mhm.
Job itself. Have you ever thought about possibly stripping?
yeah, I just said I wouldn't do it here, but
Wouldn't do it here.
yeah, not here, but I would.
Where's the place that you would go? Where do you think you would make the most money at? What state would be your moneymaker?
Everybody tells me Atlanta, but I
That's
don't
what I
know.
was just thinking. I swear to God.
Everybody said Atlanta would be a great market for me, but that's far.
That is
That's
far.
far to travel for work. You know what I mean?
Have you ever bartended out of state?
No, but I do have my TABC, so I can bartend in Texas.
Oh shit. Yo, I heard you mention earlier that you had some surgery. What have you had done?
So I've had a tummy tuck. I've had breast augmentation. I've had filler. I get Botox. And I've had fat transfer to my hips. And then this most recent time, I had just some fat transfer to my butt to just correct some of the imperfections I had on it.
Basically like a
So-
BBL type.
Yeah, but it wasn't like a full BBL. It was just like I had some like just areas that I just wanted perfected a little bit. So it didn't really change the size of it at all. It just changed the appearance.
Why are you gonna get more stuff? Or?
Yeah, I by the end of this year, I'm trying to lift and go heavier on my implants. I would like to be. I don't care about the size because I do not wear bras, but I know with
bra
the
at all, like
ever.
damn.
Unless I'm wearing like a cute lingerie set,
Right.
and usually it comes off pretty quick. So
If it comes with it.
It's
if it
short
comes-
term.
yeah, I like teddies more than anything.
Did you get all your surgeries done here or like
No, I go to Mexico.
really?
And I recommend everybody that wants to get plastic surgery done to go outside of the United States.
Is it basically the same thing but
It's the same exact thing.
way cheaper? I've heard you go over there and get your teeth done for like nothing. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like, so
But you can go anywhere out of the country. Turkey, they're like $4K for 20, 22, 24 porcelain veneers.
how much would that be here? Like 20 bands?
Like 20 bands, yeah.
Damn. I know
So a big dramatic price cut. And then Mexico, like I'll go there even if I just need like a cavity filled.
really?
Yeah.
It's worth it like that? Like,
Oh yeah.
how much is it? Like $25 or something up there?
Yeah,
Like,
an X-ray is $25.
no shit. Damn, they
US
be charging me
dollars.
like $100. So, like, you don't feel like, oh man, I'm gonna wake up and I'm not gonna have a kidney or something?
No, I've always trusted my doctor.
Really?
Yeah.
Is he from here and like just goes down there? Or is he from
Well,
there?
my first one. So I've had 3 different doctors. They're all in the same network of doctors that you can go to.
Right.
My first one, he lives in Brownsville. His family. He moved to Brownsville, Texas, and he just comes across the border every day to go to work.
Oh no shit.
Yeah, and then the other 2 live in Matamoros.
So this dude's like a regular like dude. He's just a Texas dude. Like
Yeah.
so.
Well, I mean, he's from Mexico. He's
I don't know
from
why
Matamoros.
I'm picturing like these Hispanic doctors and you can't tell what they're saying and shit. Like,
Well, you can't. And they're definitely speaking Spanish to each other while you're on the table. Now, my most recent time, so I was awake for 2 of my surgeries. For one,
awake?
I was completely awake, wide awake.
Why was you awake?
They only gave me an epidural.
But you had to just sit there and like, what was you doing? Playing on your phone or something?
No, my hands were. I couldn't feel my hands.
It's like, bro, what would you do? Like,
So I mean, sometimes they'll just talk to you.
Really, just the whole time, just kind of make
Yeah,
sure.
like the anesthesiologist this most recent time, he was so dope. Like he was so cool. He was talking to me about music. He was just real chill.
So
he
they
was
make
very
you
calming.
feel comfortable and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Okay, that's.
And like the first time, like the doctor didn't speak very good English. He could understand quite a bit in English, and that's the one that's he lives in Brownsville.
Okay.
So.
Damn.
I remember he asked me how big I wanted my boobs, and I immediately answered because I can understand a little Spanish. And when I said 750 cc's, he looked up at me and he said, "Oh, she wants the big ones." I laughed because it is.
So
my implant is about the size of 2 handfuls of implant.
Shit.
Like it's
damn.
What's in there?
Do you see them before you like put them in? Like before they put them in? Oh, that'd be kind of.
How'd you come up with the name Peachy?
Just because of my butt.
That's that emoji means. I never know, bro. Like,
what about the letters on the end?
That's my initials.
I mean, this whole time I thought she was meaning like tender loving care or something crazy,
exactly
bro. The whole time.
No, but that's cute. But it's just my initials.
All right, you got me. You played me already.
We're gonna go ahead and do an intermission. What would be right and that?
Oh.